Regions Business. Get caught up with the latest local business news, Sundays at 11 a.m. on WPXI.
This week on Our Region's Business, a restaurant pioneer who was an early believer that Pittsburgh just might someday be a foodie town, plus sorting out the hope from the hype of stem cell therapy clinics, and a guardian angel in four-legged form.
Sponsored by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, together with Allegheny Health Network, delivering care and coverage that fits your life.
Oops! At Molyneux, we are Pittsburgh's waterproof flooring experts. Design consultants will find you the perfect waterproof flooring solution.
Feel the comforts of home. Get to know Molyneux.
Our Region's Business is sponsored by PNC and by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, together with Allegheny Health Network, delivering care and coverage that fits your life. Our Region's Business, improving our economy, creating jobs, and strengthening communities. Innovation, collaboration, transformation, and the people making it happen. Join us as we take a closer look at our Region's Business. Now, here's your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, a restaurant pioneer who was an early believer that Pittsburgh just might someday be a foodie town, plus the booming business of stem cell therapy clinics, and some perspective from a pair of local experts on the cutting edge of regenerative medicine that can help you sort out the hope from the hype. But first, a guardian angel in four-legged form. A nonprofit called Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs matches veterans with canine companions to help those struggling with a variety of disorders, including PTSD, traumatic brain injury, seizure disorders, and mobility issues. And now the organization is making big plans to expand here in our region. Carol Borden is founder and CEO of Guardian Medical Service Dogs. Greg Jordan is general counsel and chief administrative officer of PNC Bank, a sponsor of this program that also supports the organization with annual mutt struts throughout its footprint. And also with us, Mike Clark on the audit team at PNC, a veteran himself, but even more important, Mike, the companion of Blade, the medical service dog here with us in the studio today. Welcome. Good to have you all here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Carol, why don't you tell me a little bit about Guardian Service Dogs, how this came about, what got you into this in the first place?
Well, Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs is a nonprofit, and we train very highly skilled, federally protected dogs that actually mitigate the challenges of someone with a disability. And that can come in many different forms. Actually, often the dogs can do things that not even a caregiver can do, because they know in advance if you're going to have a seizure or your blood sugar changes, and they can alert to those things. If you have trauma that creates nightmares, panic attacks, flashbacks, they can tell you in advance that that is about to happen and redirect you.
That's pretty amazing. You've been at this now for 10 years, based in Florida, right? How many dogs have you trained and placed at this point?
We have about 300 dogs working in 22 states across the United States.
That's crazy. I know you're building up your presence here in Pittsburgh, and I want to come back to talk to you about that. But first, we got to meet Mike, and we've got to meet Blade. So, 23-year Army veteran who came back here and settled in Pittsburgh about 4 years ago, and now you've got Blade as a companion. What has Blade done for you? Helped you do?
Yeah, Blade has really changed my life, given me an opportunity to enjoy life again. You know, I came home, I was struggling with really getting back into the normal routines, having going back and forth overseas.
Multiple tours, Iraq and Afghanistan. Talk about adjusting every time out, right?
Yeah, so I found that very difficult, and I often isolated myself and didn't want to leave the house. Blade has given me that freedom to enjoy myself again.
Okay, so what's your daily life like? What does Blade do to you on any given day when you're going to work at PNC or whatever else?
We do, yeah. We travel to and from the city every day, work at the bank downtown. Life is normal, but life wasn't normal before I had her.
Wow.
You know, so she's given me that, that freedom of being able to go out in public and really enjoy myself.
Oh, and get to work and make a real contribution and feel like you're just living your life. Greg, PNC's been involved with this organization for some time now, yeah?
It's been a fantastic relationship, and Bill, it really comes down to something really simple. We've learned if we raise the money and give it to Carol, Carol raises the dog goes to someone like Mike, and their life is instantly improved. And so that's a pretty hard combination to beat, and we're just thrilled with how this has grown.
And Carol, you're actually now expanding, you hope. I guess you bought some land right here in our region.
We did. We have an address in Pittsburgh we're very proud of, and so we are going to build our first campus outside of our headquarters in Florida, because this is a terrific town. I love calling it my second home, and there's a lot of people here and in the whole southeast region, I'm sorry, northeast region, that need what we have. You know, we donate these dogs to people that have these disabilities, because these are permanent, long-time life changers. And so by bringing in a dog that can address those issues, like Mike was saying, he can go back to having what we call a new normal.
Yeah, and PNC, you've been running, what, these mutt strut programs in different places?
Yeah, we're going to have our 4th annual mutt strut September 14 at Frick Park this year. It keeps getting bigger and better. We're pushing the limits of Frick Park. We're expecting 800 people and 400 dogs to be there, and it's really a lot of fun. This year we hope cumulatively to cross $1 million raised. We've already raised enough money for Carol to train and develop 30 dogs who've gone to veterans, and we're hoping to do another 15 or 20 this year, cross the $1 million mark, and the more money we raise, the more people we can help.
And this mutt strut, if you can bring your own well-behaved dog, that's the idea, right?
Yeah.
People who love animals and want to help a great cause.
I'll have my dog Walter there, who has not been trained by Carol. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, you can tell a difference. Really picking special dogs, right? What's special about Blade that makes her ideal?
Well, not every dog can do this. This is like being the rocket scientist of the dog world. But they have to have solid nerve where they can come into a strange environment like this and be totally okay with it, because they have to be focused on their handler at all times. We expect them to respond at least 90% of the time or more to any condition that their handler may experience anywhere, anytime, with any distraction.
Wow.
So the nerve that we look for, the intelligence, you know, they have to be sociable, but they can't solicit attention, so they can never create a public safety threat of any kind. So there's a lot of key characteristics that go into a proper service dog.
Wow, I can only imagine. And yeah, and I mean, I'm amazed, Mike, the Blade's just so quietly here in a television studio with all this training. Is that just the way she is?
She is,
yeah?
You know, 24/7. She'll look at me every once in a while. You know, if I get up and move, you know, she'll follow me. Always 24 hours a day. She's always has her eyes and nose on me.
Yeah. Do you have a problem though with sometimes just regular folks just saying, "What an adorable dog! I got to give her a hug."
Yeah,
I
mean, she is a beautiful dog, and this happens a lot. But it's just a quick conversation saying, you know, she's a working dog. She's really focused right now and focused on me. So most people understand that.
Yeah, really exciting. You must see this lives just being changed by having
Oh, totally. We've seen people that have been self-isolated as long as 25 years, sometimes not even out of their own bedroom in 6 months. John Q. Public doesn't even realize that these people exist behind closed doors. So when they come to us, they've tried different methods to try to deal with their disabilities that have not worked. So we're kind of the last hope in a lot of cases. And so once we pair the dog, almost immediately you begin to see a change in the individuals that receive their dogs, and it's amazing. There are a lot of people walking the planet today that would not be alive without the help of their dog.
Really wonderful. I know PNC's in a leadership role, but I would hope you'd love other companies to step up and help sponsor the mutt strut.
Yeah, Bill, we have a lot of great partners working with us now, and we're always looking for more. It's such a fantastic cause. Anybody who hears the story and gets involved in it is stuck for life, because it really touches you.
I believe it. Greg Jordan and Mike Clark and Blade from PNC. Carol Borden, the founder and CEO of Guardian Medical Service Dogs. Well, congratulations. We'll see you in September.
Thank you, Bill.
All right, thanks. Next up, making sense of stem cell therapy. How to sort out hope from hype from two people who should know. They're on the cutting edge of research into regenerative medicine right here in our region. Please stay with us.